Hello everybody and welcome to Mile ADV, a beginner's guide to adventure motorcycling. In today's video, we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons why I think you as a new rider should consider taking the MSF course. Who knew driving around cones in a parking lot could be so much fun? I remember I used to drive past an MSF course on my way to work all the time, and I saw people cruising around the parking lot around all the cones, and I was like, how lame is that? Why would you want to take a course where you're just driving around cones in the parking lot? Like, I actually want to go out and do some actual riding until I did it. It was so much fun. That first day, I didn't realize, I was still on the fence if I was gonna get a bike yet or not, but after that first day, I knew I was gonna get one. I had so much fun just in that little parking lot area that I knew I definitely was gonna get a motorcycle. So reason number 1 is it's just a lot of fun. The second thing I think I really enjoyed about it was just being around other new riders. Up until that point, I'd never really knew anything about motorcycles. I'd cruised some when I was a kid, some dirt bikes around a friend's parking lot or their house and their land. I had taken some friends' sport bikes out just around the neighborhood. Other than that, I was pretty much brand new. I had never really been on a motorcycle. And to see other people who are also brand new struggle with some of the same things as me actually kind of helped to give me some confidence to know this is just something that everybody struggles with, and we would talk. And to hear another new rider's perspective on the things that they are struggling with or what was it for them that made it click was also really helpful. So I think that just being around that other group of brand new riders just helped me to build a lot more confidence and feel safer in the environment to try things and to get more comfortable on the bike. Number 2 is definitely being around other new riders. Number 3, I think this was the biggest thing for me that had the biggest impact. You can't burn out the clutch. Now, this is something I would never have learned if I had not taken the MSF course. And it was interesting because when I first started driving a car, I drove a stick. I drove a little Chevy S10 pickup truck, 2-wheel drive, 5-speed manual. But my dad used to always tell me, don't ride the clutch, you're gonna burn the clutch out. And motorcycle, it's all about clutch control. Like if you watch those police rodeo videos, they have insane throttle and clutch control. Now, I know there's some people who are probably gonna say yes, you can still burn a clutch out on a motorcycle. I think Moto Jitsu had put a video out saying that he talks about why he doesn't put the bike in neutral when he comes to a stop lane, and a lot of people are like, oh, you're gonna burn the clutch out if you don't do that. It's a moving part, it can wear out, but with a motorcycle you get so much more control over the bike using the clutch, and I never would have known that, and I always would have been afraid to burn out the clutch had I not taken the MSF course. So that probably has to be one of the biggest takeaways I learned from the MSF, was that you can't burn out the clutch. Reason number 4 has to be that even seasoned riders will still get made fun of for certain things and actions that they like to do that may be different from other people. This was really helpful for me because in our MSF class, our teacher was a former police officer. He's probably been riding longer than I've been alive. And to hear his anecdotal stories about how he'll go on rides and people will make fun of him because he wears a helmet or he wears certain type of gloves or he likes to do certain things he enjoys and he does for a specific reason, just kind of tells me that that stuff never goes away. There are certain cultural stigmata that you gotta kind of fit in if you're gonna be the cool mountain biker or cool road cyclist, to fit into that cool category. And so for me, that really helped because I was like, all the gear all the time is one of the things we learn about in the MSF class. I feel more comfortable, especially as a new rider, that if I wreck or something happens, I'm gonna be protected. I think Moto Jitsu has a comment, I'd rather sweat than bleed. So to hear his stories about that just gave me the confidence, I don't care if people think I look like an idiot in my helmet and everything. I don't care. I'm doing it because I want to be safe and I don't want to bleed. So that's really never going to go away. And so to hear somebody else who's been riding forever and still goes through those things, it just kind of gave me some confidence. Like, you got to do what you got to do and you got to roll with it. So reason number 4 is that even seasoned riders will still get made fun of. The last reason, and probably the biggest reason, has to do with the safety fundamentals that I learned in this course. So much so that in my first 300 miles of riding, it actually saved me from getting into an accident. So in the MSF course, you learn the 4-second minimum following distance. And so I have about 300 miles on my bike, so I'm still pretty new. I'm pretty nervous. 45 miles an hour feels fast to me. We're going down a side road and I'm following a car in front of me. And so I'm using markers or things on the road to kind of count my 4 seconds to make sure I have that distance. Well, we come down and we come to an intersection. And as I learned in the course, the two most common places that an accident happens are intersections and curves. And so I'm a little bit more alert because I'm like, okay, coming to an intersection, likely place for an accident to happen. And what happens? A 4Runner comes through the intersection and T-bones the little Toyota Corolla that I was following. But because I had my distance, I was able to slow down, even put my hazards on, come to a complete stop before the debris field. And so I was able to kind of like navigate around and get around the accident. But had I not had those basic rules, I probably would have been involved in that accident. So I was keeping my distance, and had I not known those basic safety fundamentals, I probably would have been in an accident within my first 300 miles. There are a bunch of things, but I think they're incredibly vital, and one reason why you as a new rider should definitely take the motorcycle safety class, because it's a lot of fun. You'll get to be around other new riders. You'll learn some things from other seasoned riders that may help you down the road, hopefully your instructor, and you'll learn all the safety basics. So that's why I think you should definitely take this course. Well, if you've made it this far, I greatly appreciate it. And if you're a new rider and you took the MSF course, leave a comment below on what were some of your favorite takeaways from that course and things that you really enjoyed. And if you could please click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I'd also greatly appreciate it because it really helps my channel out. Until next time, stay safe out there.